We're in the middle of a 1 in 100 year pandemic, and all of us are very conscious in government that we need to be as flexible as we can, as responsive as we can, and look to how do we recover from one of the most significant drops in global GDP that we've seen in our lifetimes. And immigration is part of that story. We know migrants are fantastic for our society, for our economy. We know they act as job multipliers. And as an incoming immigration minister, I'm convinced that the migration program will be a huge part of how we recover from COVID and whether we are successful as we can be on that journey. We've learnt one thing out of COVID, and that is we absolutely miss the visitors to our economy and the temporary visa holders. We want them back as soon as possible. That's why the government's rolling out our vaccination program and preparing for the opening of our international borders so we can have those important visits from tourists that spend so much money in our country, but also the international student sector, one of our largest export sectors. They value add so inherently to the Australian economy. We want to get them back, but we're very conscious of when we open those borders, you'll see international students will be an important part of the opening cohort to make sure we can resume that vital function for our economy. Well, post-COVID is going to look very different, isn't it? We are focused at the moment on what the migration program needs to look like to support recovery. But you can imagine we need to support that economic recovery. So we have to work hard on getting into the race for skills, for business, for people who want to come here and work and fill those shortages. And the government's very keen on ensuring we are in that competitive race. I'm a migrant family myself. I've come from one after World War II, the great journey of migration to Australia. So inherently, I understand the journey of my grandparents and my parents. I understand, like all migrants understand, what it's like to move to a new country and become a second generation person. And that story, even the fact that I've become the immigration minister, is the story of Australia, that people here have enormous opportunity. It is a great, safe and cohesive country. And the debates, the freedoms of speech, of expression, of democratic debate are exactly what makes this country a fantastic place.